Welcome to Fabulously Flawed with your host, Marni, where Mondays mean motivation, and by Wednesday, we're dishing out dazzling advice with a Newsweek twist. This is your go-to spot for embracing the mess, celebrating the successes, and never letting anyone dull your sparkle. Join us for laughs, life lessons, and a whole lot of fun. Fabulously Flawed, where perfect is overrated and every flaw is fabulous.
Hey, fabulously flawed friends, fabulous listeners, fabulous everybody. Welcome to Newsweek Wednesday. Why Newsweek Wednesday? I say this every time because I have the honor and humbled privilege to have been an opinion piece writer for Newsweek. They have different scenarios people write into, whether it's relationships, family and parenting, what should I do, friendships, across the board. Now, the circumstances of the article that I read each Wednesday are different from something you may encounter, but the way to handle them could be used universally. So every Wednesday I read an article and talk about why I wrote it, and it's just kind of an in-between episodes of Taylor and I, which are on Tuesday and Thursday, but either way, basically all my episodes are motivating in some way, shape, or form. So I am going to read this one. It is in the family and parenting section. It says, woman pregnant with first baby acting like child rearing goddess slammed. So it says, a pregnant woman. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me back up. Okay. I apologize for that little delay. So online commenters have criticized a pregnant woman who told her sister she would never feed her children the, quote, junk food she feeds hers after being served tacos with canned vegetables for dinner. In a post in March, the poster said since becoming pregnant with her first child, her younger sister has become a child-rearing goddess. After reading half a parenting book, and now she judges her for the way she raises her kids. The poster said that when she served dinner, which consisted of taco shells with minced beef, canned and frozen vegetables, and pocket seasoning, her sister, who ate the entire meal without complaint, slammed her cooking as junk food. The sister also said she would never feed such a meal to the baby she's about to have. The poster said she got really angry when she heard her sister's comments and was about to commit murder. She wrote, I really wish I could tell her to shut up, and that I've managed to get my eldest to 16 years old without her helpful hints. And tacos are generally considered a good source of protein and fiber that isn't too high in calories, although some condiments or extra items can significantly increase calories and the amounts of fat or salt in the meal, according to Healthline. Marni Goldman, that's me, certified empowerment coach, and author of True to Myself, told Newsweek, I don't think there's anything more infuriating than when somebody not only offers unsolicited advice, but manages to mom shame us at the same time. If the saying, mind your own business, was a pictured scenario, this would be it. She continued, that's me. Even if you served your child a bowl of M&Ms for dinner, that is nobody's business but yours. There is no right or wrong when it comes to parenting. Her newfound comments might be attributed to the hormones in pregnancy. However, saving your inner peace is a priority here. Rather than bite your tongue to the point of almost hemorrhaging, tell your sister how you feel. Suppressing your emotions is like holding a ball underwater. The minute you let go, it explodes, she said. That would be me. According to Goldman, that is me. I love saying that. When we bite our tongues to avoid confrontation, we don't take into consideration the inner conflict that we're creating within ourselves. If you look at your daily energy allotment as a debit card, you wouldn't allow yourself to be consumed with anyone's negativity. After you let her know how you feel, communication is so important. People are not mind readers. If then it continues, you would need to remove yourself from as much interaction as possible. It doesn't matter who it is, toxic is toxic. The gloominess can become horrifyingly contagious. Once you express yourself, you can take your power back. It's off your chest and not stuck in your head, Goldman said. I have to be honest, I'm pretty impressed with myself. This was a nice, long article I got to write and was printed. Wow, I am this is like a moment where I can really say I'm proud of myself. And I have imposter syndrome, so I never really say that. But right now at this moment, I have, I'm proud of myself, pat myself on the back. So here's the thing. People, like I said in the article, people are not mind readers. If somebody says things to you that make you uncomfortable, you don't have to be a bitch by it, but you could say nicely, when you talk like that, it hurts my feelings. Would you mind not saying things like that? And the person would normally respond with, of course. You can't presume and mentally think they should know better, because people don't know better. That could be someone's personality. If they know that they're intentionally hurting you, then you need to remove yourself, because then it's not something that you're putting yourself in the emotional line of fire willingly if you don't have to. But for the first time, talk to somebody, tell the person, hey, this really upsets me when you make jokes about my hair, because it's frizzy all the time and you make a joke about me. Okay, so now if they continue to make jokes about frizzy Marni, I'm going to be like, fuck you. I don't want to talk to you anymore. But nobody can understand what you're thinking unless you communicate it. And telling someone how you feel, we're so afraid of having those boundaries, of thinking someone will be upset with us. But that doesn't matter. You're just letting someone know something doesn't make you feel good. Like, why wouldn't you want to protect, your aura, your insides, what you consume? Like, it's contagious. It's like fruit. If you put a piece of bad fruit next to good fruit, the good fruit will turn bad from being next to the bad fruit. So keep your fruit nice and fresh and away from the bad fruit the best that you can. But in this one, the sister's just being a bitch, and I think she's been a bitch her whole life, and the sister just needs to say, look, or with anyone, it's just communication. And that's probably why I have very limited people in my life, because I didn't like how I allowed myself to be treated. You can't change people. You cannot change them. Let them be who they are. I wouldn't want anyone changing me. But you can change your surroundings. You can change who you hang around with. You can change if you want to answer the phone and talk to a specific person or not. So what's in your control, you do that. But don't try to change people. Change yourself. Why would I want to be around somebody who acts like that? Why would I want to be sitting with somebody who constantly puts me down? You don't, and you don't have to. You don't have to spend a minute of your time around somebody that's not going to bring you peace. Or wait, I said this last week and I was like, peace or profit. That was the word I was looking for. If it doesn't bring you peace or profit, you don't need it in your world. Let it go. So if somebody's going to sit there and insult you, you could say respectfully, please don't insult my whatever. Again, if they continue to do it, then it becomes your problem and you need to say, why am I allowing this? But if I can save anybody years of any kind of inner turmoil as to like, why are they so rude to me? Why are they so rude to me? They're being themselves. You have to ask yourself, why am I allowing myself around people who are being rude to me? Because none of you deserve that. Okay, this one was really cool. It was easy peasy, lemon squeezy. It's just a little bit of motivation in between the week, and as honored and humbled as I am to write for Newsweek and they want my opinion, like my own mother, father, aunt, uncle, cousin, nobody wanted to ever, they used to tell me, shh, don't talk. Nobody wants to hear you. You're worthless. Like every horrible thing you could say to a person, but Newsweek wants my opinion. So thank you to the Newsweek universe gods. So on that note, I hope everybody celebrates your wins Wednesday. Waking up is a win. Being alive is a win. Pat yourself on the back. Never let anyone burst your bubble, and never, ever, ever, ever let anybody dull your sparkle. See you tomorrow with Taylor when we talk about dopamine and that dopamine menu.
Thank you for tuning in to Fabulously Flawed. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday, it's your time to join Marni and Taylor, the mother-daughter duo that's redefining family time with a twist, putting the fun in dysfunction, one episode at a time. Craving more? Visit us at fabulouslyflawed.com. And don't miss out on the feel-good vibes with our exclusive merch at fabulouslyflawed.net. That's with 2 Ds on Etsy. Keep your sparkles shining and spread that fabulous energy.